Do you hear that rustling in the bushes? Do you feel the ground trembling beneath heavy footsteps? Hold your breath. You're about to meet a true forest gladiator, the wild boar. No, don't be quick to smile. These creatures may look like characters from children's fairy tales, but in reality, they are 250-kilogram machines capable of turning a wolf hunt into a panicked retreat. Nature has created an amazing paradox in the boar. A creature that seems like an awkward giant but can reach speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. Just think about it. It's as if a refrigerator suddenly raced faster than a cyclist. And their sense of smell. It's so developed that almost a tenth of these animals' brains is dedicated exclusively to recognizing scents. Imagine if we could sense the world this way. We would smell fresh baking from several blocks away. Adult male boars are living embodiments of strength. Some giants reach weights of 250 kilograms, 5 times heavier than an average wolf. Can you imagine an animal weighing as much as a small motorcycle, also armed with razor-sharp tusks? No wonder even experienced predators think twice before approaching such an opponent. Their eyesight admittedly isn't brilliant. If a boar had to undergo a medical examination with an optometrist, it would definitely leave with a prescription for glasses. But this shortcoming is more than compensated by amazing hearing and sense of smell, which transform the boar into a living radar. It senses approaching danger long before seeing it and manages to take an advantageous defensive position. And what happens when a wolf decides to hunt a boar? It's like trying to rob a bank alone, a risky venture almost certainly doomed to failure. A lone wolf against an adult boar isn't hunting, it's suicide. The boar doesn't just defend itself, it instantly counterattacks, and suddenly the predator is forced to flee, forgetting all about its gastronomic plans. Even a duo of wolves doesn't have many chances. While one tries to hold the boar by the neck, the second attacks from behind. But the boar stands like a rock, waiting for the right moment. And when it comes, a sudden dash into thorny thickets changes the rules of the game. The wolves, exhausted from the struggle, now have to attack head-on, which is practically impossible. It's like trying to break through living barbed wire. Only a full wolf pack can count on success, but even here, a carefully thought-out strategy is required. While a scout distracts the boar's attention, the rest of the pack members surround the victim. However, the clever boar doesn't panic or try to run. It knows that speed isn't its trump card. Instead, it concentrates all its strength on defense, ready to sell its life dearly. Autumn for the boar family is a time of passion and battles. During this period, forest giants return to their herds, and the air fills with the sounds of furious duels. Massive males like medieval knights cross their tusks in battles for the right to continue their lineage. These tournaments exhaust the fighters so much that they lose up to 20% of their weight. Imagine a person losing 20 kilograms in a month without any diet. That's what the mating season means for a boar. Exhausted males become more vulnerable to predators, but nature has provided for this too. The high fertility of boars compensates for losses. 6 piglets in a litter is common for a female boar, and to protect offspring, females form real kindergartens, where collective vigilance becomes an insurmountable barrier for predators. The red fox, this miniature predator, also wouldn't mind feasting on a piglet. But hunting boar babies is a risky business even for such a master of stealth. Boar piglets are blessed with amazing agility from birth, and vigilant mothers instantly react to any danger. In open terrain, the fox is practically doomed to failure. But in the forest, where every bush can become a hiding place, it transforms into an invisible hunter. Piglets master survival skills from an early age, including the ability to swim. Yes, these forest tanks feel perfectly at home in water. For them, crossing a river is like crossing a street for us. And this skill can save their lives when other escape routes are cut off. The brown bear, despite its power, rarely hunts adult boars. This lumbering giant is too noisy and conspicuous to catch a vigilant boar by surprise. He's like an elephant in a china shop. His approach is known long before the encounter. But there is a predator before which even the boar is practically defenseless. The majestic Amur tiger. The tiger is the perfect machine for hunting large game. Its striped coat serves as perfect camouflage in the forest, and its patience knows no bounds. For hours, it can follow prey, keeping a safe distance so as not to give itself away by scent. Approaching from downwind, the tiger moves silently, like a shadow, until the decisive leap. It's like a sniper who can wait hours for the perfect shot. Fortunately for boars, tigers are relatively rare and their range is limited. Overall, despite all the dangers of wildlife and attention from humans, the boar population thrives. Their secret weapon is incredible adaptability. They are omnivorous, which allows them to find food in almost any conditions, from roots and acorns to small animals and even carrion. Surprisingly, boars can survive even near human settlements, adapting to proximity with the most dangerous predator on the planet, humans. In some regions, they have become so accustomed that they conduct night raids on agricultural lands, turning into a real headache for farmers. The story of boars is a story of survival and adaptation. Their evolution has created a creature combining seemingly incompatible qualities: power and agility, caution and courage, independence and sociability. In a world governed by the law of fang and claw, boars don't just survive, they thrive, proving that sometimes the best defense is not flight, but the readiness to face danger head-on. The next time you find yourself in the forest and hear the cracking of branches under someone's heavy steps, remember, perhaps this is not just an animal. It's a living legend, tempered in thousands of battles, a tireless explorer of forest depths, one of the most successful mammals on the planet, the wild boar, whose life is full of dangers but also full of triumphs. And although they are not as graceful as deer, not as majestic as moose, and not as cute as roe deer, boars deserve our respect. These masters of survival carry the spirit of primeval forests, reminding us of times when humans were just one of many inhabitants of the wild, not its master. So, the next time you see hoofprints on a forest trail, pause for a moment to reflect on the amazing lives of their owners, creatures whose success story in the natural world is written not with beauty or speed, but with an unbreakable will to live and readiness to fight to the end. See you soon.